Hello, hello, Planarets. Now, if you've missed a few days or things haven't gone the way you planned, well, you are not behind. We're not behind. You can just start from wherever you are right now. And that's exactly what we're going to be doing today. So if you're ready, I'm ready. Let us go. Today, I'm setting up the new week just as I am right now. Not perfectly, just honestly. But before we get started, if you are new here, hello, hello, I am Marianne. And here on this channel, I share simple planner ideas to help you feel a little bit calmer and clearer for the week. Now, I am in my Traveler's A5 notebook for this month, and so I have the notebook version printable. I'll let you know later how you can grab these printable for yourself if you are interested. But before we keep going, let us say hello to those who are here in the live chat with us, our lovely plannerettes. What time is it where you are? I am Monday, 13th of April. It is 5 a.m. here in Sydney. And of course, if you are watching on replay, let me know as well that you have popped by and say hello in the comment section. Now, I am also streaming on the vertical shorts feed of YouTube. So if you are there, go to the pinned comment. You can, if you are near your desktop or a TV, go click that so then you can get the full desk view just like I have on here. So come and join us there for the live chat. So the link is in the stream below. So let us check out who is here with us today. Now, I did see Susan. Hello, nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Let me take that one out. Excellent. How are you, Susan? I hope you are well. I am very well. Thank you so much for joining us. And Cindy is here as well. Hello, Cindy. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining. I appreciate you being here. Hello, Elle. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, hello, Roseanne. Hi, how are you? Hope you've had a great week. And Dandria, hello, good afternoon, everyone. It's 3 in Massachusetts. I love it. So just continue the chat with me. This is really going to be plan as I go. I haven't done any planning much on what I would like to do with regards to, setup, but what I want to do is take you along with me for a nice little story chat on what has happened this week. So I did of course take my Monday last week off for the Easter long weekend. So how did your Easter break go? Are you good? Ronnie Cat is here as well. Hello, Ronnie Cat. Nice to see you. Hi, Marianne and the Plannerettes. And it is 3 p.m. in Florida. So enjoying your Sunday afternoon with me. Thank you so much. Hello, Tanya. Silence Deluxe is here as well. I love it. Everyone is here with me today. All right, so we are going to go and embellish my planner pages for the new week. And so if you also have your planner pages with me, let me know. I've got my coffee. I've just brewed it. So it is still nice and warm. Now, so last week was Easter weekend. So I took Monday off and then really have been taking it easy this whole week. So what I've been doing is not much when it comes to my planner pages. So it's not that I didn't do anything. It's just that it wasn't a top priority to fill in my habit tracker. I did the best as I could. You know what? There is no hurry. There is nothing that's going to fall or break if I don't get to do everything that I said I wanted to. And, there were so many things I wanted to do, and as well as so many things that I should be doing, but I did some other things like clearing my new little space in this corner and actually tidied that side of my desk area. This side, no, it hasn't been too well. So but that's okay. It's okay if we fall off a little bit off the wagon, because what we can do is just pick up from where we are right now. Hello, Angela. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Hello, everyone. Excellent. Susan is fine. Thank you. And it is 8:04 p.m. in the UK. I always love seeing everyone here and, keeping me company. So as you can see, where are we? So we're 13th of April here. I didn't fill it in on Saturday and Sunday. I either slept in or I did some other stuff. So I just want you to see from me as an example that if and when you don't get to have a chance to fill in your, planner pages or a habit tracker, it doesn't matter. It is not a pass or fail or that you're not good. Although I used to think that, and sometimes I still do. I still think that, oh, you're a planner account, Marianne. You're supposed to be talking about, you know, keeping on track, being consistent. But guess what? Life happens. And so, whatever life brings into your day, into your week, it's going to affect how you use your planner. And what your planner is there for is to help guide you for when things you're ready to get back into it. Or if you're feeling a little bit lost, you just go, what is the one tiny little step I can action right now? All right. So just make sure you show yourself some kindness. I know a lot of us go, oh, I feel bad. I haven't filled in my planner pages, or you might have had lots of blank pages. And yes, it doesn't look as nice, but what you can always do is you can either paper clip the pages together so you don't see any empty page. You can grab your washi and then line up the side with washi and then close them off, or even if you wanted, glue them together or come back to it and you can use that blank page to doodle or to take notes or even write positive affirmations or even practice your hand lettering. Okay, so really important. Erica is at the laundromat eavesdropping on you all. Erica, you do your chores and your house stuff during Sunday, yeah? I love it. I'm keeping you company. And Elle is also doing laundry here as well. I love it. So I'm keeping you company. And so that way, while you're doing your chores, we're having a little chat. Hello, Sheila. Nice to see you. I hope you are well, my dear. And I haven't seen you in a while, but hope you are keeping well. All right. So what I'm going to do today is I'm going to embellish my my self-care and habit page, which is this one. This was last week, so that's how it looked. As you can see, my a few lines a day didn't get filled in. So what I would do with that, let me see if I can have a look at the washi tape, is what I'll do is I can, instead of trying to go back, I know some of us like to do what's backfill, fill in what happened on that day. And then if you are a little bit overwhelmed and you don't have a lot of time, unless of course you want to, unless of course you do want to go back and maybe have a think, look through your phone, see what sort of things you had written down, or you have what pictures you had taken that can help jog your memory. But if you don't like having blank pages, you just grab some washi tape and you just go and fill in those spots. And then that way, it's not empty. Okay, because I know it's easier said than done to say, oh, it's okay to have all these blank pages, but I still look at them and go, because it's sort of like a little bit of reminder that you didn't get stuff done. But that's what your washi tape and your markers and your stickers are for. Why have all these lovely washi tapes if we're not using them as much as we can? So look, here's my few lines a day, and I just covered it. Okay, and then even choosing nice washi tapes to go. Of course, I've got my washi tape up here. Okay, and then you can just go and embellish it that way. I'll probably swap the two, so then it's, look, I'm going to swap that right now. So So let's have a look. What else is everyone doing here? So yes, happy Sunday, Plannerets. Okay, so Erica is doing the laundry and eavesdropping. Where are we? We are here. Roseanne is planning her week as well. I love it. Thank you. It's like as if, we're at each other's dining table and we're planning together. So I love that. Yes, Sunday is Erica's admin day, and I do my planner reset but after laundry, so I get primed watching you, and then usually by the time you log off I open my planner. Oh, that's wonderful. I love it. And then it brings you hopefully some good feelings hanging out with like-minded plannerettes as well. So let's quickly go back here. All right, so any missed pages or any missed areas, washi tape it. All right, so this was our April 6 to 12's weekly and daily pages. I was quite happy with some of the things that I did get to do. So that's a nice little celebration. So if you are looking at your previous week and you didn't get to do as much, let us all agree right now to celebrate the things that we did do, okay? A lot of us are so focused, hyper focused on the knots and the empty pages and the missed days that we actually might have gone, you know what? I took time off and relaxed. I just sat down and enjoyed, company with some plannerettes today, and then I didn't touch my planner until after. So those are the type of kindness we really want to make sure that we are showing ourselves. Let's quickly look here. So Erica says, Saturday, I have to force myself to relax and try not to do chores till the next day. It's something I noticed is healthiest for me from my planner records and tracking. Exactly. And the reason why that is because you reset. It's like as if your computer, right, is overheating, and you hear that the mechanism going whirling in the background. You got to sometimes turn the computer off and then back on. Same as us as well. Sheila is, I'm doing all right. I just printed out this week's sheets and realized I'm printing them back to back wrong. Oh, I've done that many times. I sure have. And Erica, I started going to the laundromat in last 3 weeks because my dryer takes so long and I don't want to waste my whole Sunday doing laundry. Exactly. And then you can go and spend time with us while you're doing your laundry. Mm. Sheila says, I did get my peas and green beans planted today. Oh, I do wish that I had a little garden, but I live in a little small flat. We've moved from different apartments in the same building complex, but the one that we're currently in doesn't have a balcony or a little courtyard. So I have to just live through you, Sheila, and the planting. Hello, Margie. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining. So what we're just doing now is I'm just flipping through my previous pages from last week because I am on my Monday now here in Sydney, Australia. And so look, some of these didn't get filled in, so I might go and do some doodling here. So I've done a little paper aeroplane here, and then a little jar with flowers, a cute little bear. So let me know if you want me to show some of the ways I, fill in some of the empty spots, and then some stickers in there. So, but then Friday, Saturday, Sunday, just some empty pages. And look here, I didn't even get to do any of my top priorities yesterday. Well, no, actually, I lied. I did plan for today, although I did do it earlier this morning rather than Sunday evening. So that is an accomplishment. Phew! Did I get myself outside? No. Did I do my B-rolls for my editing? No. But I did get to go and do my planning. And I didn't get to do my face masks. Okay, so that was last week's. So how did you go with your last week's pages? Oh, look at that. I'm in the middle of my my notebook. I might quickly just pop that onto another page so it's not in the way. Okay. So this my monthly planner printable. There is in A5 version that you can pop into a ring planner or a binder. There's also a Happy Planner classic size, as well as letter or big happy planner. Yep. And one that is in a notebook style like this. So then it's just printed, you fold it, and then it's in the right order, and then you can create little individual inserts if you do use a traveler's notebook or a planner that you can go and pop inserts in. Okay, so the washi tape that I'm going to use today, put one of them back, is this collection. I think this is Together collection. I've forgotten exactly the name of the collection, from Filofax. Okay, so there we go. So boundless, I think, possibilities, and then you got these little girls there, and then that's the coordinating. And then I wanted to also grab a skinny washi tape to pick up the mustard or yellows in the washi tapes there. And then of course the coordinating markers that I'm using for these are the Pilot Friction erasable markers. And so these were part of a brand partnership I had with Pilot Pen Australia, but this particular live stream is not sponsored at all. Although if any brands you would like to, have a partner up or collaborate, give me a call. Give me a call or type in. I always love to see what different type of stationery. So the great thing with these is, if you are one of these people that get a little bit, if you make a mistake, is if you do make a mistake, the little rubber tip, so technically the ink you're not erasing it, you are making it disappear with friction, hence the name Pilot Friction erasable markers. And so it's gone. And if you wanted it to come back, pop it in the fridge. Then the cool air makes the ink reappear. So the ink technology fades when you put friction. Let me know, those of you from the 90s, growing up as teenager in the 90s, do you remember the hyper-colored t-shirt? Right, so if you press on the fabric, and the technology, because of the warmth of your hands, will then change the color of the fabric. Anybody have that? I remember that, although I couldn't afford the real hypercolor t-shirt. So I just bought the ones that's the pre-printed already with, I think I might pop that. Oh no, that's all right. What am I trying to say? Pre-printed already with the hand mark. So technically it wasn't, color changing. It was already just a hand print on the fabric. But yeah, hypercolored t-shirt. So for those of you that 80s, 90s young teenager. So I'm just pulling the washi tape. I must have pulled it because it's lifting up. So if you are new to washi tapes and you are placing them down, don't pull at it or keep the page flat. So then that way it doesn't lift, because there was a buckle on the page when I laid down the washi, and so of course it's going to lift if you're not careful, and then it's not stuck properly. Anya, hello, nice to see you. Thank you so much for joining. Appreciate you being. Hello, nice to see you. Hope you've been well. Okay, so that's the bottom one, and then let us put the cute little girl ones at the top, and let's lay that down here. I'm trying to see if that's nice and straight. So those of you planning with me, do you have what's your color theme? Or are you, for those of you in the US, yeah, because it is your spring season, it's autumn here, and as you can see, I'm wearing a long sleeve now because the weather has started to cool. But yeah, so now If you are watching me on the vertical version, I have pinned the link for the full desk view. So I am streaming both in landscape and in vertical on the shorts feed. So if you are seeing me there and you want to see, because sometimes it is cut off in the square, but if you're on your phone, that is okay. You can watch me there. I made sure that you can see the full version, but of course maybe the viewing may be just a little bit. All right, so I've got my markers. So then that's going to pick up the colors in the washi. And I'm just going to go through my, my go-to hand lettering style. Ooh, Margie, great job. Let's hang on a tick. Wait. Where are we? Well, I'm currently at 1,400 subscribers. Let me see. Woohoo! Hooray! That is fantastic. Congratulations, Margie. And so for those of you who want to follow along Margie's crocheting, I think she's finished the Afghan, so starting a new project. Right, so I am going to grab my marker. And so what is it? April 13th. Okay, so I'm just going to go and my go-to hand lettering, where the letter one side I've bolded, and then I'm just going to go and alternate between these colors, so then it'll pick up the colors of the washi. But yeah, let me know if you what colors you are using for your new weekly spread, if you are planning along with me right now, or do you have an idea of what colors you want to use. But yes, so I like to change up based on the washi that I am using. So as you can see, whatever the colors are in the washi tape, that's what I use. April, what are we doing? 13th. April 13th, yes. Let me write this down before I make a mistake. But guess what? If I do make a mistake, I can just erase it. April 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18th. I know there was some April birthday celebrations. So if that's you, let me know if that is you. Let me have a look. Was I picking up the... I'm just trying to see if I was picking up all of the chat in the stream version. What did I say? The 18th. 18th. Okay, there we go. And then I'm going to continue the girl washi. So then it is that little blank space isn't empty. Da-da-da. Okay. Did anyone do anything exciting during the Easter break? Did you meet up with family? Those of you with little ones, how was that? Did you do like an Easter egg hunt? Oh, that's looking nice. All right. So because I want that to pop on the page, let me see if I can zoom in even more. Let me see if I can just zoom in with my camera, probably better. Okay, so I just grab a nice black ink. So this one is the Pentel Energel Alloy in the sky blue. Tanya says she will try pink and green. Yes, that's a good combo. You know, I would never have thought of that before because in the past, I used to say I wasn't good with colors. And so, what was I going to say? Pink and blue, and then I did say something else. Pink and green. Oh, it's Sunday the 19th? 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19. There you go. Thank you, Susan. But guess what? It's okay. Because guess what we need to do? This is when your friction color pen come in. And actually, I didn't plan that. You saw me count that in real time and I still made a mistake. There we go. Thank you, thank you, Susan, for. And I know you ladies always keep a check on me. April. It is still April, yeah. The days nowadays get so never know what day it is or what month. Either goes really fast or it goes really slow. Look at that. You would never know that I made a boo-boo. All right, April 19. So there we go. So that is the, oops, wrong way. So there's a little zoom. Let me just, sorry, don't mean to make you dizzy. All right, so that's that one. And then here I'm going to go and write the dates. The 13th. Okay, so just go down the line. So you can either keep it one color, you can have it like me in multiple colors, whatever, you know, your heart desires. 13, 14, 15. Oh, that's right. That's not right. 16. Okay. 17. And then just go alternate if you like to use different colors. And I'm trying to concentrate and make sure I don't make a mistake. 18 and 19. So this part of the self-care and habits printable. So you can buy these pages individually as well. So, but I have bundled them up in a monthly planner system if you just want to print and forget, you know, and just print all the pages similar to the ones I use. So the habits and self-care and habits page really is, I created it because I needed a planner pages that is dedicated just for me, for my well-being, for the habits and routines that I said I want to do, and instead of all the to-do lists and the appointments and everyone else's, you know, agenda, and rather than mine. So really important. Erica says, winter seems so slow and now spring feels to speed up, right? So the months that we want to go fast, they go slow, and then the opposite. So yeah, it's always the way. Elle says, can't wait for real sunny spring if that happens. And so yeah, so now the weather has started to cool down where we are in Sydney. So Sydney, we don't get snow in Sydney, and it probably the coldest that it's been in the last couple of winters. Yeah, this is in Celsius, maybe 10 degrees Celsius. I don't know what that is in Fahrenheit. If someone has their calculator handy and they know how to convert Celsius to Fahrenheit. All right, so the few lines a day, essentially, apart from, of course, the days I missed last week, you can use that space, whether you have this printable or you can dedicate a particular space in your own daily or planner, weekly planning. Write down what you're grateful for or what a win of the day. Because really, what you want to try and start to do is you want to try and start focusing on the things that are going well, okay? Because what happens is if we just focus on all the things that may not be going well, then that's what you're going to spot. So whatever you focus on is what will your brain will start to, you know, spot. So if you're spotting all the negative things or thinking about all the different negative stuff, guess what? Every little negative thing, it's going to go, oh, there's another little negative thing, because we are training it to spot those things. So if you go, you know what? That was a great coffee that I made this morning. Oh, that was nice that the person at the bus stop smiled at me. That was a win. Or, you know, I helped someone, you know, cross the road today, or whatever it is, the oh, the things you are grateful for, or the wins of the day, your brain's going to seek them out even more. So if you ever find yourself, you know, stuck in a rut and feeling low, look for the good things, and they not always have to be, you know, the big grand wins, or, you know, always about, you know, the family. It can be the little mundane things like a heater or the air conditioning. If it's too hot where you are, that you get to turn on the air conditioning, that you have electricity, that you have a safe home, that all your family are together. You know, those little things we forget or we take it for granted. All right, while I'm talking away, I'm just embellishing these little cute frames that I have here. Again, you can go and do this and create little frames in your planner, so then you can dedicate it for positive quotes of the day, positive affirmations, or just little nice little stickers. So what I did in this particular frame, every second line has a grayed out, so then you can, you know, if you wanted to highlight, which I'll do in a second. But if you create circles like this, okay, black little circles, I'm just going to turn my page this way, and then create write or draw sort of like a backwards C. Okay, see, now it looks like a spiral of a notebook. You can, if you want to, thicken that, so instead of it looking too wiry, you can, if you want, I won't do it now, but I'm just going to see if I can show you in pencil. Just create, see, I knew if I did it, I won't get, you know, like another line, so then it looks like that the ring is a little bit thicker. Okay, and then to make it look like it's a few more pages, just draw a little line underneath and then draw a line to the side, and look what you've done. Instead of a plain boring frame, or if you have your today's priorities, okay, you can go and highlight that area. Or if you have little cute pretty pictures of the dog or the family, you can do that here. And then what I'll do is I'm going to use my blue marker and just I think I'll do it double. So then it looks like a little notebook. Can you see how suddenly that plain frame has now been elevated? Okay, so now it looks like a little notebook, and if we wanted, we can grab the red one and then create a little margin. Ta-da! See? Let me see if I can zoom out again. Which way is zoom out? Which way is zoom out on this camera? All right, so this page, let me see, where is it? This page from blank, so have a look at your own planner pages, to ta-da, it's starting to take form, right? So Ronnie Cat says 10 degrees Celsius is about 50 degrees Fahrenheit. Erica says, I love that. I definitely use my planner as a way to see all that I have accomplished. Yeah, really important. You know, the day can get carried away if we're just focusing on the things that aren't going right. Or, you know, oh, I missed an appointment, or the traffic was, you know, backed up, or this isn't working, the dishwasher's not working. Look, Erica has turned a slow dryer into, you know, an opportunity to get outside and do the laundry at the laundromat. That's a little bit wonky there, but that's okay. All right, so what I did with this frame is I rounded off that corner, and then if you do that little, sort of like top of a heart, it looks like the corner of the page is turning. And then I like to do sort of like a little peg, just tiny little black marks, little pegs. Grab your gray marker and then create a drop shadow. Again, what that does is it looks like that page is lifting off. And then one more here. I like to use felt tip pen for the darker borders. Now, a lot of these, actually, I'll do this. you know, create different types of borders. What was I going to say? Felt tip pens. I bought a lot back here from my bullet journaling days, but these particular ones were gifted by one of our lovely plannerettes. And so I'm just going to lift that. Okay, whoops, that's all right. And then I'm just going to get, whoops, my gray marker to get that drop shadow. See? Just how a tiny little gray drop shadow looks, it elevates your pages. Look at that, from blank it's starting to form. And then for this one, let me see, I might use well, that's orange. I don't want to introduce another color, but I do want to use a highlighter. Let me see if this orange is the same. Yeah, I think we'll use, so I'm just going to use the highlighter. And then for this one, oh, I can't see. My eyes are no good anymore. I need new grading for my eyeglasses. Okay, that'll do, that'll do. It's a little bit wonky, but that's okay. It's all right. We're doing it imperfect. Today is about picking up from where we are, starting from where we are, and just, do I like that? No, I don't like that. That's too thick. Now, is this orange dry enough? Hopefully it doesn't smudge. Yes, yes, it worked. It worked. All right, what do I want to do with that one? No, I think we'll leave it. And then I'm going to grab my Kuretake Clean Color Dot. And then I'm just going to put here. No, what did I call this? It's not the Kuretake. This is the Tombow Fudenosuke brush tip. And then I'm just going to put notes. So if there is any little notes, maybe I want to write here. For next week, I've created a space for it. Okay. Add eye appointment to annual task tracker. Yes, I think, yeah, I do have that. So get eyes checked. There it is. Get eyes checked. So my auntie actually works at an optometrist. So I'm going to go visit her and get some new glasses. So actually, I'll show you what I have been doing. So I need these glasses to read and to be able to see my teleprompter that I use when I'm doing my videos. But when I'm watching TV, these are blurry. So then I got to go and put these ones on. But then if I'm watching the TV and I want to look at my phone, you know, multitasking. So this is what I have been wearing. Let me show you if I can, let me see. This is what I've been doing. So I would look silly while I'm on the couch and I will have it like this. So I need to get multi-focus. So I'll be like watching TV, reading my phone, watching TV, reading my phone. So yeah, maybe I'll do the stream like this all day. People will probably, that tune in, will go, what the hell's going on with that lady? She's going a little bit silly. So but yeah, so I do need to get my eyes checked. And yes, it's I need to have that, forward that to this week's. Hello Brenda, nice to see you. Never too late. As long as you are here, everything is good. Yeah, Erica says add eye appointment to annual task tracker. So yeah, I need to do that. All right, so what else do I need? Oh yes, that's right. I need to go and highlight these. So maybe this one, I wonder if because the previous week, see how what I did is I used a highlighter. I wonder if I can just do a little border like this. Yes, yes, that looks nice. All right, so if you have headings and you want to just, again, elevate the look of your headings, either highlight it or put a circle around it. Let's see, what about this one? This one we can go here. There. And it's looking nice because it's sort of like carrying a notebook theme to it, you know, like school colors. Okay. And then this one, which color can we put? Let's do baby blue. So then that way it's, I like to coordinate that it's not too matchy-matchy. Because sometimes if I make it too matchy-matchy, and then if I can see a visible error, then I'll be like, ah. So we'll keep it very, very simple. And then see, I'm not even using a ruler. Look at that. All right. And then so what I'll do is I will fill in the my morning routine. So water and stretch, squats and push-ups, do my mood log, journal, take my medicine. Actually, I did take, what's medicine? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, let me just, I created a new task card for my morning routine. So because I think the order of these is different from the way I had written it last week. Let me make sure. So we got water and stretch, yes. I think meds first, then skincare, mood log, journal, squats and push-ups, maybe get outside. No, skincare, I'm going to leave, put it on the habits and routine. All right, let me see if I can write this in the new order. So I showed this on Instagram using a label maker. This is an offcut of a laminated sheet from different projects, and then label maker and a sticky note flag. I'll make sure to put the video that shows you how you can make your own do-it-yourself task card. So this was inspired by Maddie Plans on Instagram. So this is first saw the, you know, the this and how it's used. So essentially what, instead of rewriting these morning routines, or as a reminder, you would take off the sticky note flag and put it on your page. But what I like to do is I like to keep it pretty and aesthetically pleasing. So I actually keep all the sticky note flags on the card, and then I just have this, I have the a little magnet, and I've got a tray from, you know, the IKEA tray that fits onto the Scadis pegboard. And so I just have that magnetized on the metal tray, so it's right in front of me, it's visible. But then I use the planner to track how I'm going with my morning routine. So water plus stretch, meds plus measure my blood pressure. I won't write everything out, but I want to, so that one, there we go. So meds, so I have done the, taken my medication. So I'm going to do one little, someone on Instagram asked me, I think Katie said, what's the difference between my little dash like that and the X? Okay, so if there are two actions on the one line, so this one, it's meds, so I've taken my meds, and then when I take my blood pressure, I'll also do that, and then I know I've completed both that's on that particular line. Same with the water and stretch. If I don't get to do my morning stretch and only drink water, I'll only mark it one like that. Or if I don't drink water and remind myself first thing in the morning, but I did do my stretch, I will mark it like that. Okay, so then I'll know the first part is marking like that, and then the second one is that. And then for the other things that only have, you know, one action, then I'll just put a cross, and then I will dot it with some colorful markers. Ronnie Cat says, I chose the glasses for computers, television, and reading. Yes, so for me, I can see long distance, or, you know, better long distance than short distance. But the TV to the camera to my reading, it's all different grading. So I did visit the optometrist or the eyes doctor um, a few months back. So there's the start of cataract, but it's not bad enough that I would need surgery. So maybe another in a couple of years. But yeah, so my eyesight is not going as well. All right, so I'll write the other morning routine based on the new order that I've done it, and then I'll just put skincare here. Skincare. Okay, so I've done my skincare. This one, because skincare I will do for morning and evening. So I've done my morning skincare, and then once I've done my evening, I will cross off the other one and complete. So I haven't been very good with my skincare. Margie's been good with her skincare. Me, not so much. As look, not as good. And so of course this morning I looked at my skin and I can see the lines as before are not as obvious because I do the I think it's the L'Oreal skincare products that I use, but now it's like, I really need to be on top of my skincare this week. All right, so I'll do that and I'll keep continuing on there. And then the wellness, I cut myself earlier. So water and stretch, squats and push-ups, mood log, journaling, medicine, get outside, 200 skips and a workout. Okay, for the key areas of focus, skincare, meditate, haven't been doing my meditation, tidy up the top priorities of the day, learn or read and connect and do my expenses. So, yep. So the theme of this stream is what happens when you miss days or you've fallen off your planner wagon. What we're doing is we're just starting from where we are. Just start today or start now or whenever you do your, you touch your planner or you start to embellish. If you have time, I mean, a lot of us, we don't have time already, but for those of you that do want to go and backfill your planner, use that as part of your self-care, your mindfulness activity, taking time for yourself. But don't pressure yourself that you have to go and refill everything, because then what's going to happen is you're always going to have missed days. You're always not going to touch your planner each and every time. So give yourself grace and kindness and train yourself to go, it's okay that there are pages that's not fully filled in, or it's okay if parts of the habit tracker isn't filled in, because you're not always going to be 100% filling in your planner. So why are you creating that expectation for yourself and then making yourself feel bad when you don't get to fill it in? So it's okay. Just start from where you are. And then the other thing for this self-care and habits spread, I also track other wellness stuff like drinking water, eating fruit, taking deep breaths. So if you're feeling anxious and a little bit stressed, that's a great way to slow down your heart rate, tell your brain everything's okay, there's no threat. Okay, do your stretches, check your planner so you're ready for the next day, and tidy up your desk. So then when you do come back to it the next day, your desk is nice and clear instead of, all the clutter, post-it notes here and there, maybe some empty, cups. So the last thing you want to come to in the morning is, if you already wake up and your mind is already full and, chattering, is to have a messy desk. So maybe one of the things you can put in your planner is tidy up the desk before you go to bed. So I'll fill out these things after, but because I wanted to do these so then I don't forget to mark that I've taken my medication and I have done my skincare. And then this I will fill in my running to-do list based on the things that came up from our brain dump yesterday. So as you can see, after the Brenda and Laura and Margie who were there, and Georgia who were there yesterday, after the brain dump, I just took took the day nice and easy. So I had to transfer these things onto my running to-do list, but I also, because I have this spread, I do have space for them as well. But I don't have to. I can just go and transfer all this to this. I'll talk to you, those of you going, what is this brain dump thing Marianne's talking about? Bear with me. I'll let you know a little bit later. All right, so what do you think of this spread? I like it. It picks up the reds, baby blues, and sort of like a mustardy color from the little graphics of those little girls there. And so I like that it's, you know, from week to week, it's different themes. And that's one of the things my brain seeks, novelty. That's why I change planners all the time, you know, change size, because my brain does tend to get bored doing the same thing over and over. So in order for me to, you know, create excitement and making it attractive and making my planner pages pretty, is I go and change the washi tapes and the colors that I use for each and every week. So then that way my eyes go, ooh, that's a nice new little color combo. Ooh, that's a nice new set of washi tapes that's been sitting, you know, on the hook for so long. So now this week is your red, blues, baby blue, reds, and mustard or orange. Okay, so then we go to the weekly and daily spread. So let me show you what that after the pen looks like from last week. Okay, there's also another running to do, and then each day there's half a page dedicated to it, and then I create little frames. Again, this one, the way I created the frame, at the bottom is sort of like a jagged edge, so it looks like a torn page off a notepad, and then just a nice little peg-like looking embellishments at the top. So that's what I'm going to do here. I'm going to continue the theme of the washi underneath using the, I think it's Girl Together. Oh, I've forgotten the, so if you go to Filofax website and you go to their UK, US, or European site, you can use Marianne, Mariane 20, and you will get 20% discount off non-leather items. I think it, you know, it doesn't work if whatever product is on special already. And then you can also get 10% off Filofax leather planners. And again, this video is not sponsored. I just like Filofax. It's been, you know, one of the go-to planners that I use. Okay, so this one, because the space here is narrower, because I wanted as much space as I can for the daily page. That's when my skinny washi tapes come in handy. And then that's where I'll go and pop that on top. All right, so there we go. Oop, there we go. So for the Easter break, because Zach, the younger one, he's 17 already, but although, you know, his excitement and level of excitement for, you know, holidays, is as if his mind is still 8-10-year-old. You know, he likes to do the Easter eggs. We didn't do an Easter egg hunt or anything, but he wanted an Easter chocolate bunny and a pink and a green Easter egg. So I made sure that we purchased that. And then, let me get my markers. And then, yeah, I just gave the boys, you know, a few Easter eggs, and hubby and I have hidden a few, so then we can go and snack on the things. So I chose the glasses for computer. Excellent. All right, so this one again, do my heading and just swap it out. So yeah, did anyone say that there's who he said that it was their brother's birthday in April? But yeah, so any special occasions happening for any of you? I know Brenda last month was wedding celebrations for her daughter. But anything, any celebrations happening for anyone? Next week, school goes back. So even though we homeschool Zach, the younger one, we follow the New South Wales, which is the state that we are in, their school holidays and school terms. So then that way we also have a nice little break, and he has a nice little break from his studying and learning. And so but yeah, now let's go. Let's quickly have a look. Oh wait, does that include the personal compact planners? I just did a reset to my finances and got the garden design to use as my cash wallet. Does that include the personal compact planners? Remind me or let me know if I'm understanding the question correctly. Yeah, so 20% off non-leather, if you're talking about Filofax, Erica, 20% off non-leather items, 30% off their personalization station, and then 10% off. This is Filofax, everybody, the UK, US, and European site. So Marianne 10, Marianne 20, Marianne 30. So that is my affiliate discount codes that they've given me. All other Filofax sites, they're distributors, and so of course they can't go and what do you call it? Whatever the word I'm trying to say. Yeah, they can't govern discounts for those ones. Margie, it was your birthday on the 9th. Let me see. Do I have? Wait. Happy birthday! Yay, that is brilliant. Do I have? I don't know if I've got my little confetti set up. I don't have a button. Oh, my brothers. Yours was on the 9th, and my brothers. Is it your brother's that's birthday? Sheila, my daughter's birthday is next Sunday. Amanda, yeah, Amanda is your daughter's name. Happy birthday! Woohoo! And Erica says, but of course, after I got it, I wanted second one. It's working great as the design is spring appropriate, but was thinking ahead of fall color. Yes, talking about Filofax. So yes, Marianne 10, Marianne 20, Marianne 30, 10% off leather items, 20% off non-leather, and 30% off their personalization station. Try saying that fast. All right, so okay, so again, if you are watching me on the vertical version of the YouTube live stream and you can access your desktop or your TV and you want the full sort of like landscape view, the link is pinned to the top of that comment. Oh, okay, so yes, so that's what I thought. So it was Margie's brother's birthday on the 9th, and then Margie's is in October. Excellent. Yes, Amanda. My oldest is Bethany. Oh my goodness, what a lovely name. I love Bethany. That's a beautiful name. All right, so let's get back to some planning. So there's the embellishment. I'll go and what's the word? What's the word I'm trying to say? Outline that with the black pen in a second. What am I doing here? All right, so let me do highlight or circle the headings. You know what? Sometimes making it even wobblier, is that a word? Wobblier, creates, a nice little, I don't know what the word is. Oops, not authenticity, organic. Is that what I'm trying to say? Is that the word I'm trying to say? Without it being too perfect. Because see, sometimes this is what I used to catch me with, when I'm making a mistake when, bullet journaling or setting up my planner pages, is because at the beginning of the week, when you are setting up your planner pages, what happens is, there's nothing else on the page. So any mistakes or boo-boos you make will stand out. But once you start writing in it, it's not going to matter, So I know I will say to you guys, don't worry if it's imperfect, but then of course I'll be like, oh, I don't like it. I want to redo it, or I will, put a paper sticker on it if I make a mistake. But hey, I'm slowly starting to embrace imperfection. All right, so then that's what I'm going to do here is just instead of coloring in or highlighting the heading, I went and did the little border around it. Erica says, happy birthday, Aries. Yes, happy birthday to all the birthdayers. What do I need? Oh, yes, I need to put the dates. So I'm going to put the date here. So the 13th. And then I'm just going to make it a little bit thicker. Okay, so here 13th, and I'm just using a black felt tip pen. Right. So some of the things that was going on in my mind last week, I'm not feeling, I've really had very little energy. And I think it's because the changes that's going on through, the midlife journey of some women. And also, I haven't been good with getting myself outside again because I've been stuck in my own head. So, this is real life. A lot of times we see planner accounts or planner pages, showing all the beautifully embellished pages and the beautifully curated, holiday photos or beautiful homes. Me, I'll tell you, beginning of the week, I have grand plans to have a good week. By come Wednesday, or sometimes even as early as Tuesday, I'm on the couch going, I don't like myself. I feel fat. I feel ugly. And, they're not nice words, are they? I would never say that to a friend, but I'm that's why this is why I do my planning. This is why I take time for myself in the morning. This is why I have key areas of focus, because it helps quieten down those anxious thoughts. It's the way my brain's wired. Really, should I go get myself tested to see if I'm ADHD? Probably am. I did ask my doctor, what does a diagnosis, what does that do? If you need medication, of course, having the diagnosis. But at the moment, I am able to manage the best that I can with my planning, making sure I'm putting self-care as a top priority. And, I'll do the other page when I come to Thursday, and so something to look forward to. So I won't go fill that all in at the same time. What was I saying? So that's where instead of, I was talking to Brenda yesterday, is so instead of doing, I had filmed the video was supposed to upload last week. I've filmed it already, but I just need to edit it and add some b-roll, so some footage to it. Did I do it? No. Instead, I cleaned up. I played around with my iPad, played around with phones, watched movies. And so sometimes you just got to look after yourself and just go, you know what, take time for yourself. Give yourself some kindness. Don't be too hard, because I have been in a position where I have been really not nice, a little bit nasty to myself. And yes, sometimes, my husband will hear me say mean words to myself. And it's like, stop saying mean stuff about my wife, right? What else was on here that I had? Can I try? Oh, yes. 200 skips or workout, and then get outside. Get outside. So that's where my head has been. So I really need to go and get myself for a walk, because I think what it is my vitamin D levels are really low. So I did buy vitamin D tablets and everything else. Skincare, meditate. But so meditate. Yeah, so there was a couple of days there where I'm just going, why aren't I even excited about the things that I enjoy? So yeah, I'll go. One of the things on my to-do list is go visit the doctor, and of course, you know, uh, yeah, for sure, I'm going through my perimenopause. Learn, read, connect, and expenses. Okay. And I've heard other women, who are normally very active, lots always multi-passionate about different creative stuff that they do, and just lacking the energy, lacking the motivation, and so this is where what happens is this is where connection is really important, because if I am not able to bring myself up or show myself some kindness, being around people that lift me up just by talking to them, being around them, just like we are right now, lifts up my mood. And so, if you also do find yourself in the same position, you know, ask yourself. I think there is a video out there regarding the halt, So, uh, are you hungry? Are you angry? Are you lonely? Or are you tired? So those are, the basic, I think, is it Maslow's hierarchy needs? I've just started, well, not, I've learned about it in corporate world, but the behavioral strategy that we got from my younger son's behavioral therapist, deep breaths, creative break, is we all have certain needs. So of course, food, shelter, the basic foundations, love, connection, self-worth, all those different things. So we need to make sure that our planners help support that by writing it down so we can help remind ourselves to make sure we are, if not each and every day, consistently making sure, tidy up desk, consistently making sure that we are getting time for ourselves, habits and routines in the key areas of focus of life: family, home, career, social, physical, mental, and spiritual. All right. So this is why I created this spread. So a lot of these things was I originally created for myself to help myself manage my anxious thoughts, manage my emotions, because my emotions can go up and down every minute, every day. So doing those stuff is really important. Erica says, I think it's important for women to get blood work done to understand their hormones, then integrate foods for that specific makeup. I know it helped me with my moods, knowing I was heavier in one. Yes. So, of course, because I am going through the perimenopausal changes and hormones are now fluctuating, it's important, yes, to get blood work done. The retesting a few months later to assess if things are improving. Exactly. That's why it's important. Us women, we look after ourselves physically as well. And I know in the past, some of you had mentioned that, going to the doctor can bring such anxiety. But it's good to know these things now than later if we have an opportunity, as Erica says, to, change our diet, have a look at which hormones, we need to focus on more. So yes, I've got the, I think, do I have the doctors? Yeah, I think I have put doctors in my habit tracker. No, not in my habit tracker, in my mood log. I think somewhere in here is visit the doctor. Somewhere there. All right. So that's the, so I just added the brain fog habits and routines of my morning journaling. So here, let's just, for today, I'm going to use felt tip pen, so a thicker one versus a thinner one. And then I'm going to use, I always forget, which one is it? 1 to the third line. 1, 2, 3 here. Today, so I change up, you know, to create different, let me see if I can zoom in. Okay, today's, whoops, still today's priorities. So yeah, you can go and use different hand lettering style. So speaking of getting vitamin D, make sure I get outside. So that's a top priority. So whatever your top priorities are for your day, make sure there is something that is specifically for you. What was I going to go? Book doctor. Yeah, there you go. Book doctor's appointment. Doctor's appointment. Okay. And so this is, well, us together, planning together, gives us an opportunity to go, oh, yes, maybe I should add that onto my to-do list as well. Get outside, book doctor, and then clean the floor around my desk. So because I've rearranged stuff, I just thrown some stuff on the floor. And of course, what happens? I've been tripping over them all week. Clean floor around my desk. I actually nearly fell on my face because I knocked my tiny little toe on the corner of something that was on the floor. And then because I was wearing palazzo pants, you know, like a wide leg pants, my big toe caught on the leg. And so for like a split second there, I actually, I was levitating. It's like, and then I went, oh my God, I'm going to hit my head on the corner of the dining table. And because I think you know, since I've been doing the skipping and, you know, making sure I have that foot coordination, I was lucky that I was able to catch myself. But yeah, for yeah, just a few seconds, my brain went to, oh my God, what if I fell and I hit my head and then I'm bled to death and my husband and my sons are still asleep, you know, because it was early in the morning. And then yeah, I know this is a low this is my head, you know, going to the negative thinking and bad, intrusive thoughts. I went, what if I bled to death and died, and then they came and saw me all there, and I'm gone, you know. Sometimes my brain, you know, just has all these imagination, this wild imaginations. Okay, so I've got my today's priorities. I've got my mood emoji stamp. Let me put that there. Okay, and then the other thing is, what's the weather like today? I've got my little sticker book. What does it say? Where's my Apple Watch? What does my Apple Watch say that the day, the weather's going to be like? Okay, come on, where's the weather? The weather, I think, yes, of course, it's what does this one say? What does my one say? Weather, 13 degrees. So it is, hasn't even shown the type of weather because it's still in nighttime mode. So it's going to be sunny today. Okay, so let's look for my sunny yesterday. Well, all right, I don't want to get taken off with my copyright. Oh, I can't find my tweezers. All right, so I'm going to go and peel a sunny sticker and pop that there. And temperature range is 13 to 22 degrees Celsius. Okay, let me just pop on here, was the 5 a.m. YouTube live stream. So it got cool, but now of course I can, the heat of the lights, I'm getting quite well, it started to get sweaty underneath. So I'm just turning on my handheld fan, popping it over there. Ah, that's better, cooling myself, right? So my little sticker book. These stickers are from Square Line Designs on Etsy. So it's digital sticker that I printed on sticker back paper. Got my silhouette cutting machine to cut it at this size, and then folded it in half. So I laid the stickers, so then when I folded it in half and then added a little cardstock as a cover. So now I have a little handy dandy sticker book. So I'll pop that there. All right, so let's have a look. Not wild at all. Yay, I'm not the only one. Not wild at all, Marianne. I think the same thoughts, but I actually live alone. Well, it forced me to make friends with neighbors, so if it did happen, I could call them and wouldn't be a complete stranger. Yes, so important. That's why connection is very good. So then, you know how you hear of stories that there are people that have been in their house or they've been in their apartment all alone. But yeah, so my thoughts go to weird stuff. All right, so there we go. What's the time, everybody? So we're now an hour and 16 minutes. If you're still here with me, fantastic. If you have to go, you can always come back and watch on replay. But what I might do, because I have to set it anyway. Oops, my earphone thing is stuck. I'm going to set up my Hobonichi weeks as well. All right, because everybody's still asleep, so I might as well. And my stomach is rumbling a little bit. Oh. So I will need to go and have something to eat very soon. But I need to set up so I use the Hobonichi Weeks. You can't hear the fan. It's not too loud, or is it just me? Let me know if that buzzing is annoying. I can turn it off. Actually, I'll cool down a bit now. I'll turn it right. So the Hobonichi Weeks, this is the hardcover and the black with the white and little crosses print. I use it as my mood log. So this is dedicated specifically for my mood log. I think it was Erica who's also, moods highly dysregulated. It's important that I track how I'm going, because it helps me keep an eye, be aware of that I can go from 0 to 100 with my mood, and can get quite nasty with the people around me and scream at them. So the way I use the Hobonichi Week, so for those of you new to Hobonichi Weeks, let's have a look. Okay, so it's got a weekly spread. One side is the horizontal layout, and then an open grid. And then see, I've just embellished it here. Okay, just added some nice washi. The future log, the way I use the future log is I have a color code with my mood. Again, this mood is not that the whole day was great or the whole day was sad. It's just what mood stood out the most for that day, that at least that I can recollect. Okay, so green is a great day. Orange is a good day. Yellow is a meh kind of day. Blue, it was tense or anxious, or red, it was sad. So each and every day, at the end of the day or the next day, what was yesterday like? Was it a great day? Was it a good day? Meh, tense, sad, or angry? And then I will just use the fine tip end of my Koretakezi clean color dot marker, because I use the round tip to make my markings, but then I can utilize the fine tip end. I use that to color that in. Okay, so then what I do, again, this is just me being nerdy and mathematically, involving maths in it. I assign a number from 1 to 5 to each mood. So green is 5, orange is 4, 3, 2, 1. And so I assign a number. So 5 plus 4 plus 5 plus 4 plus 3 plus blah, 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 and then divide it by the number of days. So I will get an average. I know, nerdy, why? But I love it. I love it, right? So it gives me an overall, how did that month go? So I added the associated number that I've assigned for each of these, and it came out around about 4 something. All right, either just round up or round down to the nearest. And so it was my either 3 point something or 4 point something. And so December was a good month. Okay. And then January, I think it was 3.5. So it was in between. So that's why, as you can see, it's orangey to yellow. So it was okay, kind of. That January is actually my birthday month. And so what normally happens in January, you know, we all coming to the new year on a high. And then, you know, it's like, oh, whether I turned 51 or, whatever, that we now have to get back into the normal swing of things. So I had some tense and sad days at the end of January. So that probably brought the average down. So it was a good to kind of month. February is a good month. March was a good month. You know, a few here. So the yellow is like, neither here nor there. You know, mid-month. And again, that's, the different changes in my mood and hormones and energy level. So that's how I do it. So then I can start to see patterns. So as you can see, that time of the month, right, my the way I see the day is not as good. And so then for this week, okay, so there we go. We're coming into that little block. So this week, I need to make sure, have I filled this in? Oh, well, actually, yeah, these will probably be some yellows. So I'll have a look back. When I fill this in, I need to be aware that, look, this time of the month, Marianne, you get sad, you get low, lack of motivation, very little energy. So I'm going to respond rather than react and give myself a little bit of kindness. Hence, that's why last week I took the pressure off myself and not worry that I didn't get to fill in my habit tracker, that I didn't get to fill in my planner pages, that I didn't get to do all of my top priorities. Okay, so this missed days that I had last week, which is the theme of today's live stream, is what do you do when you have those missed days, when you don't even touch your planner? What you do, as we've just done today, is just we pick up from right now. We start here. We do one thing at a time. You know, we go and embellish our planner pages as an opportunity for us to show ourselves a little bit of kindness and grace, slow ourselves down, enjoy, embellishing our planner pages. What washi tapes can I pick to embellish my page this week? Okay, I'm going to take time doing my hand lettering. I'm going to take time outlining the page with a black pen. These little tiny activities are not just, don't think of it as a productivity task that you're getting yourself ready for. All this is your opportunity for self-care. You are slowing yourself down. Hopefully, when you're embellishing your page, that you're not giving yourself too much pressure that, oh, I've got to fill it all in, right? If all you need is just a tiny little dot that says, get outside, that is enough. You missed a day, you missed your planner pages, just pick up right now. Okay, don't put your pressure on yourself that, oh, we're going to go back and, embellish. If you want to, you can use those spaces, right? You can use those spaces to go and embellish if you want. So if you need a little bit of a break from what you're doing, right? You've been working, you're looking at your emails, you've been doing your admin work, okay? Oh, it says there that I should take a 2-minute break. Go back to some of your empty pages and use that page to go and do write little doodles, okay? I mean, at the moment I am talking at the same time, but if I was doing this on my own, this is a nice quiet moment for me. And look, that space is now taken with a paper aeroplane embellishment. Okay, so don't be too harsh on yourself. Don't put so much pressure on yourself. Let's have a look. Susan says, Thank you, Marianne. I need my mood log before I go to bed. Yes. So this is also a great opportunity. Mood logs is also a great opportunity to, assess how your day's going. So if it's not going, it didn't go as well, that's maybe when you can go, what good things happened today? What am I grateful for? Now, I say this as if, well, I do this all the time. I don't. But this is where this is where your planner comes in. You come back to it to help guide you. So then you are not too lost for too long, okay? Or you're not feeling anxious or having those anxious thoughts for too long. Because what happens is, if and when your planner is no longer helping you, that's the time for you to go, do I need to seek professional help? Right? I've gone seen therapists for a couple of years, not only as a mum of someone who's have special needs, but also for my own well-being, for my own self-care. If you are sick, right? If you have the flu, you go visit the doctor so you can get the medicine. Why are we not doing the same when our mind and our heart is not well? Okay, so we need to do that. The monthly calendar, as you can see, I was so good in December. I filled out each and each and every day. But the way I use it is, of course, I use stickers. Another great little fun stuff to do. These are the Keenan print stickers. So I went, well, what stood out for today? So this was December 12th. I did my nails, okay? On Friday the 26th of December, I wrote my newsletter. So that's a win. Yay. Okay. I did a brain dump. January, some missed days there. That's okay. Missed days there in February. But what I do, if you do have any missed days and you are using a mood log or a tracker and you're using your calendar, see how I've used the fine tip and just outline the border. And then that could be enough. And then, so that was February, March, more missed pages, but that's okay. And here we are in April. All right, so that's how I use the calendar of the Hobonichi weeks, is I use it to track visually with cute little stickers, what stood out for the day. And then just a little flip through, then there's my mood log. Okay, I'll explain in a second for those of you that are new to my channel what I write in each section. All right, so there's missed days. That's when your washi tapes come in. They come in handy, all right, for use the same washi tapes to embellish, okay? So these are days that gets missed. Look at that. That's actually quite pretty that it's got those hearts there. All right. Oh, I like this washi tape. Right. Oh, a full week from February 3rd to March the 1st. I was good with my my mood log. March, that's okay, because these empty pages or empty sections that I embellished with washi tape, they're not failures, okay? I want you to look at your planner pages and go, they are not failures. You didn't fall off the wagon and you're not bad. It just means something else of a higher priority needed to be done. And that could be just sitting on the couch under your blanket, nursing your emotions, like I normally do with these days, okay? Look at that. I didn't, this one, okay, this one were missed pages, but it was actually a good week. I think this was when I was doing the tidying up, okay? I accomplished a lot. All right, so what I did, put the washi tape. So if you have quite a few blank pages, grab a couple of your, line up your washi tape. And then if you have, these ones are the alphabet stickers. Let me see if I can grab it without falling off my chair. Okay, so, the junk journaling stickers. So if you just look up, if you've got your local stationery store, if you put alphabet stickers, then you should be able to see something similar. This is from Kmart here in Australia. Okay, so that one. So it was a good week from April 2nd to the after 5th. And then again, this was Saturday and Sunday last week. So here we are for the new week. Let me quickly have a look at the chart. Where are we? Susan. Susan says, oh, Susan went, yep, thank you, Marianne. I need my mood log before I go to bed. Erica says, I like going back to embellish. It's such a great reflection moment. I like to add stickers that will help show me what kind of week I had. Exactly. And you just saw what I did with my washi tapes and stickers, because God knows I need to use up all the stick. Yes, great opportunity to use up all those sticker pads. I'm getting all sorry, I'm getting all tangled up with my cords here. Doesn't matter. Yes, sticker pads, washi tapes, all markers that we probably haven't used a lot. Jatsy, hello from Sydney. I just woke up. Good morning. Yes, it is. For those of you on the other side of the world, it is Monday, 13th of April, 6:30 a.m. here in Sydney, Australia, where Jatsy and I are from. So pretty, Marianne. Yes, so that's really a lovely way to use, embellish those blank pages. Oh, thank you for the like. For those of you that are watching, and of course, if you are enjoying the live stream and the company, not just my company, but the company of the wonderful plannerettes in the chat, make sure to give this video a thumbs up. It helps my channel a lot. You know why? Because when you guys hit that thumbs up, it tells YouTube that people are enjoying my videos, my stream, so it will help promote it, as in like show it to other people who are similar to us, that like to enjoy embellishing our planner pages. So it doesn't take up much time. It's just a click of a button or a press of a button. That's, of course, if you are enjoying it. And, if you're not, well, what are you doing here? Do something else, right? But yeah, it really helps my channel when you hit that like button. All right, so I'm going to use, I like to use the same itchy nose, not same itchy nose, but I like to use the same washi tape for my mood log. Let's see, I think I'm going to use this blue one because this section here at the bottom of the Hobonichi weeks is a little bit wider, so I can afford to stack my washi tapes. So Jatsy, are you going to work today? Are you, enjoying time off or school holidays? Let me know. If you probably, for those of you probably wondering, why does Marianne go on at 5 a.m. in the morning, her time, when, I could really, that's not level. I can see that it's not level, that I could go on at a more appropriate, time-friendly time for myself. Well, because we homeschool. And so my little studio here, well, not really studio, the space that I've taken up as part of this shared dining, homeschooling area, because of course, Zach, the younger one, we have homeschool, okay, so which means I can't be talking while they're doing their homeschooling. And, sometimes when I have to quickly do an impromptu live stream, I'll have to go, oh, can you go and do your lessons in the bedroom? And then that's not good for my son who loves, who craves, what's the word? Same consistency. And yeah, the and he needs to anticipate routine. That's the word. Whew. Brain fog is really probably a sign that I'm dehydrated. That's better. Hello, Sabrina. Nice to see you. It's Sunday afternoon in Virginia. Yes, it's getting colder here, hence my long sleeve. Although I did quite warm under the spotlight. All right, so there we go. So that's the bottom, and then the top space is thin. So this is when your skinny washi tapes come in handy. All right, so I'm just going to go. I won't cover the April, so then I know at least what month this spread is for. So like I said, for those of you just joining, I am currently embellishing the Hobonichi weeks, which I use for my mood logging. And also, if you do happen to be on the vertical version, so which means, you know, if you're on your phone and you do see it up and down, so portrait, no, yeah, portrait mode, and you do have access to your desktop or your TV, come and check out the full landscape view. You still can see, of course, the on the phone vertical version, but it's not as zoomed in. Why is that? I think there's a crease. There's a crease in it. That's okay. All right. So if you're still with me, thank you so much for joining. Jatsy says, enjoying time off. I'm going to check out my washi tapes today and look at Kmart for the alphabets. Yes, so that's where I got this from. Oh, me, this one. Okay, and so it's got the craft paper background, and then all the I call this the ransom note letters, you know, the little cutouts. That's been good. I've been using that just as a little side note. I've been using that for to embellish my little notebooks, my A5 notebooks. So that's my brain dump page, and then there's April notebook. And then what else? My April budget pages, my projects list, and my cleaning list. So yeah, something very easy, because of course I'm going to be changing the notebooks each and every month or when it's filled in. So I don't want to spend too much time embellishing it or using up too many of my stickers, but that's where they come in handy. So here on the Traveler's Notebook regular size, so the inserts I have for the notes. Okay, what's this one? This one I think is my list of stuff. I've just kept it on its own because I put a little paper clip, floral paper clip at the top as my little marker. And then what else? I've used the alphabet stickers for book journal, my journal, and then this was a Hobonichi robot from the pamphlet, and I think, yeah, the fun trackers. So that's these alphabet stickers are a great way. So yeah, so if you don't have Kmart where you are, just go onto Amazon or your local stationery stores and just put alphabet stickers. And so that's how I've used it for my little labels for my, whatever the word I'm trying to say. I don't know the words. Words are, you know, leaving me. What I was trying to do here, I might use the fine tip end of the Koretake Z Clean Color Dot Marker to go and divide up my page. So the Hobonichi weeks, it is horizontal, but I like to create columns. So I'll grab my ruler and I'm going to create the first column at 2 centimeters. So then that's just going to be wide enough to go and put my Kina print stickers. So I purchased enough from Kina Prints. So she's on Instagram, and I think she has her own website. You can purchase her stickers. Whoops, her stickers. She has physical stickers that she can ship, but then she also has digital stickers if you have a printer and you know, I have the silhouette cutting machine, so then I can go and kiss cut the sticker. So if you print it on sticker back paper, you can kiss cut the stickers. And then how many centimeters is this? This is 4 and a bit. 4 and a bit. And I'll tell you exactly how I use each column and what I write for each. So again, yeah, mood logging. So in the morning, or when I remember, I write down how I feel. Right then, how do I feel? I feel happy, I feel sad, I feel anxious, I feel nervous, I feel stressed, I feel excited, I feel, all the emotions that you might be feeling. And it's not just the negative emotions, right? It can be all the wonderful emotions. I feel overjoyed, I feel joyous, okay? So why would you want to acknowledge your feelings in the morning? The good thing is it helps you anticipate how your day is going to be, okay? Because as much as we can plan for the week, plan for the days ahead, we won't know what we're going to be like when we come to that day. You know, we might have planned our day for the version of us that's happy, that's motivated, that has lots of energy. So what do? We pack our planner pages with, lots of tasks to do. But then we wake up and we feel sad. We're ill, we're not well. We have a migraine. And so now the 10 things you have planned for your day, you won't be able to do them all because whatever mood you're in. So by acknowledging how you feel, so you go, I feel sad today. You ask yourself why, okay? I feel sad because, something sad happened, okay? Something sad is happening. Right, okay? So you acknowledge. Sometimes that is enough for you to be aware of what you need to do, okay? So if I'm sad, then I know I won't be able to do all the things that I have assigned for myself today. So I'm going to give myself kindness and just do one thing, just do two things, or not do any of them at all. Okay? If if I'm mad, right? I'm angry. Why do you feel angry? Because, something that was supposed to happen didn't happen. Okay? Rightly so. So when you write down your mood, okay, it's not neither good nor bad. It's just a message, right? So if you can imagine a text message coming through, hey, hey girl, hey girl, you feeling sad? Okay. Every time I do that thing, it always reminds me of Whoopi Goldberg, and her line in Ghost, speaking to Demi Moore on the other side. Girl, you in danger. Okay, that's that attitude is the Whoopi Goldberg. Girl, you're in danger. Okay, or it could be like, girl, you're feeling sad. Why? Because something sad happened. You're feeling anxious. Why? Because you're starting a new job. All right. You're feeling anxious because you've fallen behind on your to-do list. All that stuff. Okay. So acknowledging your feeling and know why. And then what do you do with that information? With that information, what you do is, okay, well, if I'm feeling sad, to make myself feel better, I'm going to make sure that I, call a friend, that I get myself outside, that I take a shower and put some new clothes on, that I brush my hair, that I, take time for my meals, whatever the mood is, right? So what you need to do is, what can I do to make myself feel better? Or if you're already feeling good, what else can I do to make myself feel better? Okay, so you are going to be in a position to respond to the way you're feeling rather than react. So let me tell you, before I used to acknowledge my mood, now it's not as if I'm suddenly, uh, knowing what my mood is like, that that I never get angry, or or the rest of the day will be happy. But more so than not, I can go, okay, Marianne, you woke up on the wrong side of the bed today. Maybe before you talk to your children or you talk to your husband, take a deep breath and, not snap at them or not scream at them, okay? Because my husband and my children, oh, boy, when mum is angry, they all go to their room and scatter. It's like, get out of the mum's path. Don't annoy her. So, but yeah, so my mood log, how I feel, why I feel that way, and what is it that I can do to make myself feel better. And then that could be, instead of doing the 7 things I had written down on my to-do list the night before, I'm going to just do 1. Or I'm going to add, go outside for a walk. All right, so this side here, so here I will write down, I will add a sticker, okay, whatever sticker fits that mood that I'm writing. This column, how I feel, why I feel that way. This column, what is it that I can do to make myself feel better. And then on this column here, I will just create some graphs, graph trackers for my mood. Am I taking my meds? Let's have a look, this one. Okay, so I'm using the same colors that I did for my self-care and weekly meds. Weekly spread, weekly and daily spread, my meds. Okay, and then because that orange stands out, I won't do the orange, but I'll do the baby blue for my blood pressure tracker. Blood pressure. So there is history in the my side of the family for the women, high blood pressure. So I joke with my mum, you and grandma couldn't go and hand me down an heirloom like a antique brooch. You had to go and hand me down high blood pressure. High blood pressure. When I was younger, I used to get bad rheumatism. So I know mum also used to get bad rheumatism. I don't know why. I don't have it as much now, but I used to have it. And the thing was, in the Philippines is a tropical weather country. Yet I used to get really bad rheumatism. All right, so here I'm doing my little mood log. Again, I've got my little color code for my good day, great day, meh kind of day, and tense or anxious. And then I just I haven't finished marking there. So yeah, it just gives me visually, what my mood is like. So there was a dip there. And so the way I would use the graph then is, okay, so if, let's say the week started, not so good week, and I've had some meh or some sad or tense day, Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday. If my week started off not so good, then I can go and figure out, what can I do to make myself feel better. Okay, so meds there, I'll just do all of that. Okay, so a little highlight there and just cross off. As you can see, didn't do my blood pressure. Really got to keep an eye on that because it was up a little bit up last week, probably because of the stress that I have caused myself. All right, so if you did want to get these the printable download for my monthly planner pages, you can find it at mariannecresp.com. Do I have it here? There we go. Okay, mariannecresp.com. And let me see if I'll pop the link in the chat. So you can, if you wanted to try these you can purchase in Happy Planner Classic A5 letter size and A5 notebook style printable. So you've got the bundle, but you can also get individual if you just want this particular spread, or if you want daily pages to add into your current planner system, that is also available there. Oh, That showed up twice. Ah, okay. That's because I'm streaming both so I'm streaming both in vertical and in the landscape. The link is there, so do check it out. Again, you know, if you're looking for different planner pages, that is there. All right. So the way I manage missed days is by showing kindness to myself. I no longer am as bad. So it's not as if I'm suddenly not, feeling guilty that there's missed pages. Okay. So, but the kindness shows up a lot more than it used to. So just because I didn't get to do everything, or I didn't use my planner pages, as you can see here, my habit tracker, okay, lots of missed days, okay, just because I didn't do everything, I am less likely by doing, by just starting from where I am right now, instead of worrying about it, I don't spiral as I used to in the past. And a great way to take the first step is embellish your page. Add some prettiness to your page, things that will make you smile. Okay, do small little things, little doodles, add washi tapes, add color to your planner pages, and just start from where you are right now. All right, so add things for yourself that focus for you. That's your self-care, that's your morning routine. Only put tasks and to-dos on your page that matters right now. If you have things on there, or you're finding that you are inundated with so many tasks because you've fallen behind, so you think you need to catch up, so you try and cram everything there, that's going to do is just going to put more pressure on you. When you put pressure on yourself, it causes you stress. The brain switches off its cognitive thinking and the decision making part of it, and it goes into survival mode. Okay, your nervous system just goes whoop. All we got to do is just fight, flight, or freeze. And then when that happens, you can't decide, you make decisions as you would if you are not stressed out, if you're not putting pressure. So only put tasks on your to-do list that matters right now, or ask yourself, if I don't do it, what's the consequence? Will things fall apart? Will I lose my job? Will, like major consequence. For me, I know I need to clean my floor because I'm tripping over it. So the consequence is, if I don't clean up, I might trip, I might hit my head on the corner of the dining table and bleed to death. Right? That's where my brain goes. All right. So really important. Show yourself some kindness. Pick one page. Okay. So whatever planning system you have, what page can I start with? You can even start mid section of your page. So let's say for me, it's Monday. If I didn't get to do this bit, maybe I can just start on today's planner daily page. All right. Pick one place to begin. Don't try and fix everything all in one go, or try and do everything all at the same time. This is just giving yourself that one thing that you can tick off, and then that's going to start the momentum. All right. So really, really important. 3 simple steps to do for yourself. Okay. So if you ever feel like, oh my God, last week was a disaster, I didn't get to do everything that I said I wanted to, I missed days, I want you to pause. Take a deep breath. Hold it. Relax your shoulders. Breathe out. Right? If you haven't touched your planner in a while, open it. Okay? Ignore the previous pages. If you want, go grab yourself a bulldog clip, a paper clip, and clip all those empty pages together. Pick one page that you can start with, and just write one thing. Right? So if that one thing is do the laundry, get outside for a walk, enjoy my now cold coffee, Still good. I can add ice to it, and there'll be iced coffee. Okay, that's going to be enough to get you moving again. Let us now give ourselves kindness and go, I'm no longer going to be hard on myself and criticize that, oh, I paid, I put so much money buying these planner pages. I bought so much money buying these these, covers and expensive, journals and planners. I feel bad that I didn't use them. Now I've got all these blank pages, especially dated planners, right? Now I've got all these blank pages and I feel bad. And then I just go, no, just start with one page. Or if one page is still too much, what I normally do is a brain dump before I plan the new week. Okay, so I did brain dump yesterday, wrote everything that was in my head, wrote it down, no judgment, no, you don't have to go and sort anything out yet. Just get everything out of your head and down on paper. And then we pause and then we go, all right, out of the things I've written down, what can I do for today, tomorrow, and this week? What can be left for later in the month? What can be left off not even this month, not even in the next 30 days? Okay, and then choose. If it's too much, just choose 1, 2, or 3 top priorities. So doing a brain dump before helps you reset, and doing that weekly, right? Not just a one-off, not just when you're feeling like you're overwhelmed. Do it as part of your weekly planning. Doing it weekly has helped me not let things build up. All right. Over the time, my brain dump could be a lot of things or not so much. Right. But it's part of your ritual that you should be doing. And of course, if you want that space with other people, we do weekly brain dumps in the membership. So check the link below. It's the plannerettes that are in there have told me it has helped them, because you don't have to go and try and figure things out from the beginning, from in here. Write it down. Okay, so we do run a weekly session. And so, yeah, you can check out the description or the join button. You'll find out a little bit more information on there. So I want to ask you, all right, what's one thing you're going to start this week? Just one. Okay, not everything. What is the one thing that you can start with this week or tonight or this afternoon? I want you to write them down in the chat. Okay, so one thing. It could be the easiest thing. It could be the most important thing. It can be time-sensitive stuff. It could be urgent things that you need to do. So for me, one thing I'm going to start this week is I'm going to actually go and edit the video that I was supposed to do, because I moved it from one day to the next to the next. So that's my one thing. So let me write it down. Where's my to-do list for today? Okay, my one thing that I'm going to start today is edit my video. Okay, if I can just edit maybe 2 minutes. There we go. I've even broken it down. I think what it is because I'm going, oh, that's such a big, it's not a long video, but editing takes a long time. So that is my one thing that I'm going to start is look at 2 minutes, 2-minute part of my video and just edit that. And then when I've done that, I can go move to the next thing. All right, so write down right now in the chat, or if you in your planner, one thing that you'll start this week, because then this might help motivate the other plannerettes that are also in there and go, all right, well, next week I'm going to see all these people, and I could actually come back and say, yay, I did that one thing. All right, and it also can help inspire each other. All right, so when you have missed days, don't fix everything. Okay, so you didn't see me go back and well, apart from that little doodle there, because I was just, showcasing what you can do later when you come back, when you have time, when you have the energy. I didn't go back plan. I just opened the new week, right, and just started embellishing. Picked a washi, okay? We didn't fix everything. We just started. And guess what? that is enough. Okay, so really important. Write down what it is that you need to start this week. So if you haven't yet subscribed and you enjoy my company and the company of the others here in the live chat, make sure to subscribe to my channel. Okay, so Erica says, let me have a look. Okay, let's pop this up here. All right, the one thing I'll do this week, I'm going to clean one more set of windows while I'm watching TV and enjoying the reward while doing the chores. Oh, I love that. I love that. Let me just make sure that, let me just go and pop this here. Let me pop that back because I like that one. I like that one. Okay. So let me write mine so then I can also go and showcase. So mine is edit 2 minutes of my video. Okay, edit 2 minutes of my video. Let me see if that gets added. All right, so that's mine there. All right, anybody else? Let's have a look. All right, and this is not like a test that you go, oh, you said you were going to do that. All right, so edit 2 minute video. So of course, if you are watching on replay, you can also participate. This is a participation channel, right? But also there is no obligation. It's just nice to hear from each other. All right, so really, really important to do that. All right, so as always, okay, you don't need to do everything. Just start with one page. And of course, if this has helped you, you can check out the brain dump guide below. So if you haven't started your brain dumping yet, or you don't know where to start, I do have a free printable brain dump guide that you can use, and you can go follow my brain dump session we did for the month. So that goes through a step-by-step reset. I've got the full brain dump session for you that